Hey everyone, this is Joe from Car Flip Masters, and today I'd like to talk about marketing yourself. So if you're going to sell cars, if you're going to be taking cars in consignment for other people, if you're going to be involved in any form of sales, you have to learn how to market yourself. So before you learn to market a car, you have to learn to market yourself. You're providing a service and you have to sell you, right? You're selling you first and foremost. You have to be a people person, and you have to love people. If you're going to be involved in any kind of sales. As a matter of fact, when I learned how to do professional sales, I was told that you have to use money and love people, not love money and use people. So you have to be a people person. If you say things like, I hate people, or I don't like to be around people, or people drive me crazy. I mean, we all get frustrated with people, but you really have to get past that, and you have to become a people person and develop some good communication skills, and remember to smile when you dial. It's another thing I was told when we learned how to do sales, is smile and dial. So how are some of the ways you should market yourself? I think one of the best ways when you get started is to get some business cards for yourself, right away. You can go online, there's lots of online services. You can get a couple hundred cards, really inexpensive. Make sure your cell phone number's on there, your email address, your name. You could give a name to your business. Some people say, oh my gosh, well, if I do that, then I have to get a business license and I have to get all these things. Listen, don't put the cart before the horse. What you want to do is just get started. Start doing something. Start in your mind, making a point where you say, from here on out, I'm doing this thing. As the money comes in, as it really starts to come in, then you can get more involved. And if you have to get a business license, if you're going to be actually, incorporating yourself or forming an LLC, all these things that people worry about and get all concerned about when they start a business don't mean anything until you actually start making money. So just start off by keeping it simple. So business cards, flyers. When I started off, I had flyers actually for a lot of the cars I was selling, set up in different bulletin boards and these cork boards when you go in and out of places like the post office, your local post office, or whatever, or a convenience store if they let you put them in. Signs, I see a lot of people who put up, we buy houses, or we buy cars, or whatever it is that you want to buy to resell. So you have to let people know what you're doing. I think it's important to send out an email blast, right? And just send out a basic email every few months to all your friends, people you communicate with on a regular basis. Let them know what you're doing. Matter of fact, with that, let me say this. The most important thing is to talk, to tell people your story. Your story is that you're in business, you're selling cars. If they have any questions, if they're looking for a car, if they want some advice on what kind of cars are good to buy, if they're unsure of the process, if they find a car that they're going to be buying, they can ask you what you think about it. You want to become the expert, okay? You want people calling you. You want people to ask your advice on all these different things. As a matter of fact, when someone tells me that they're going to be selling their vehicle, I don't mind giving them tips on how to do it properly, right? And how to create a good ad. I'll give you an example. I've had a lot of people say, oh, Joe, I know you sell cars. I'm just going to do it myself. And then I'll go into start giving them tips on how to create a good ad and all these things. And I'll say, make sure your phone number's in the ad. And they'll be like, oh, I wasn't going to put my phone number in the ad. I wouldn't want anybody to have my phone number. And I'm thinking to myself, well, how are you going to sell the car if they can't call you, right? You're going to start communicating back and forth through email only or through chat. There's a lot of mistakes that people make. They make it harder for themselves to sell things, and they have a negative experience and they don't feel good about it. Well, that's where you can come in, right? Give them those tips. Matter of fact, after I start talking to them and giving them tips, a lot of times they're like, you know what? I'll just have you do it. You also want to be the person that people come to about answering questions about registering cars, titling cars, about paperwork like bills of sale and the titles and the registration applications for your area. All these things are super important. You become the expert. You become the person that people call. I have a lot of people, I have actually numerous people that I've sold multiple cars for, or they come to me and they're always calling me, asking me what I have available. And I'll tell you one thing I'm really big on is when you call up a person's phone number and they don't have a voicemail message, right? It just says you've reached, and it says the number, and there's no name associated with that. It doesn't seem legitimate, does it? So make sure that you answer your voicemail. Make sure that you have a voicemail on, answer your phone, that you have a voicemail message. And answer the phone. That's another thing that drives me crazy is, people don't answer their phone, they don't respond to texts, they don't respond to chats. If you're gonna do this for yourself, you gotta treat it like it's a profession. A professional is somebody who is a professional in their profession. And whether you consider this to be a side hustle or another income stream, or if you make this like your sole source of income, which it could become, treat it like a professional. Market yourself like a professional. Remember to smile a lot and become a good people person. And it wouldn't hurt also if you read a few books like The Magic of Thinking Big, How to Win Friends and Influence People. There's a lot of videos you can watch on professional sales or just how to communicate better. So become a better person, market yourself, and you'll see your business grow.